have not been able to put these three down. They're all from the Milani Luminoso collection. I'm a little bit behind because I know this isn't brand new, but these products are stunning, and Milani has been such a favorite of mine when it comes to drugstore makeup and just makeup in general. Everything is under $15 too, which is amazing. The lip gloss and blush are both $9, and this gorgeous eyeshadow palette is only $13. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna kick things off using the blush. If you're not familiar with Milani's baked blush, it really is such a beautiful formula. I love their baked blushes, their baked bronzers. They just go on the skin so beautifully. They layer well over powders, they layer well over cream and liquid products too, and they just have the prettiest finish. Really summery pinky peach shade. It has some gold flecks throughout, but let's go ahead and apply some on the cheeks. I just use a little blush brush. I do have a liquid blush already on. One of my favorite blush combos actually is using the Charlotte Tilbury blush wand in Pinkgasm and then using the Luminoso on top. Really easy to build up to and layer, and hopefully it's translating on camera, but it just has like this really youthful dewy sheen to it, but obviously it's a powder. I just love the finish. I think it's so pretty. I didn't swatch it for you guys because honestly a swatch wouldn't have done it justice. You just have to see it on. I of course really like to brush a little across my nose, but this is one of my favorite sort of colors, shades, tones for blush. I could wear this year round. And I mentioned it at the very beginning of the video, but this is only $9 and everything from the collection is available at Walmart too. I'll obviously have it all linked down below. Moving on to this palette, I've been really impressed with Milani's eyeshadow palettes and the formulas for them. They're just gorgeous and they're affordable, and I just feel like that combo is not easy to come by these days. So I personally think it's really nice that this little palette is under $15. It has stunning shades and the quality is there. So the only thing I do wish is that it had a mirror. It doesn't, but it's obviously not a deal breaker. Here's a close-up of the palette. There's just really gorgeous neutral and warm shades. They call them sun-kissed shimmer and matte shades. I think the terminology is very fitting, and everything is inspired after the Luminoso baked blush. If you all didn't catch on to that based on the name of the collection, I probably should have kicked off the video by saying that, but the Luminoso blush is like a staple. It's been around for a really long time, and then they finally created a whole little collection all centered around this gorgeous shade. Anyways, I personally think there's a lot of versatility in this palette. I again really like the combination and mix of mattes and shimmers. I love the warm neutral tones. I think it's really easy to create super wearable looks, and then it would also be so easy to create a look that's a little bit more glam and sultry and has some shimmer to it. I'm gonna be sharing more of like an everyday wearable look that I've been going for and doing, but of course if you guys want to see more looks from me with this palette, definitely let me know. But I'm also going to do a quick swatch of all of these so you all can see what all the shades look like. Okay, but for today's look, I am gonna start off with the shade in the clouds. It's this soft matte brown here. I've really been liking this for a transition shade in the crease, and I'm just using a fluffy E40 brush from Sigma to apply this. I think this color gives really pretty warmth. It's not too heavy. It gives nice definition. It's definitely buildable. So if you wanted to build it up and make it even more dramatic, you could do that, but it's also perfect for an everyday shade. Then for the look that I've been doing, I've been taking the shade Halo. It's another matte shade, and it's kind of like a nudie pink color, but it's so gorgeous on the lid. It's not anything crazy, but I like to take this on my finger as like an all over lid color. It really helps to brighten it a bit, and I love the combo of this with the neutral brown. I just do a light little layer, and then I take my brush with no extra product and I just go over and kind of blend in the crease again. I'm not gonna lie, there's not much to this eye look. It's super simple, but sometimes those are the best kind of looks. And I personally love having just really easy eyeshadow looks in my lineup for days where, you know, I want to feel pretty, I want to feel cute, I want to feel put together, but I might not have a lot of time or energy or just don't want to be over the top. Next, I'm going to do a little shadow wing liner, and I like this dark brown shade here. It's called Horizon. I think it kind of has like a red undertone to it, but I think it's really pretty for a shadow liner. And I just take a winged liner brush. I always get questions on this one. This is from Wet n Wild. I think it's literally $2. When I want like a soft wing look, I just place the brush directly in the shadow, tap off any extra, and then go right in and start doing my wing. And it applies really, really nicely. It's definitely buildable, so you can like make it a little darker if you want, a little bit more dramatic. I tend to use pretty light pressure on the outer part of the wing on my eyelid here. I will use a little bit more pressure if I want to build it up, make it a little bit darker. That is pretty much the simple eye look. I just need to add mascara, so I'm gonna add that really quickly and then I'll be right back. I just quickly did my lips with two Milani products that I really love but are not part of the Luminoso collection. I used the lip liner in the shade 4, which is all natural. It's just a really good like nude shade that's great for every day, or I mean honestly anything, just depending on what colors you like. And then I used this lipstick that I've had for a while, and it is one of my favorite pinky nudes. It's in the shade Pleasure. It's really, really gorgeous. They do call this like a matte shade, but it doesn't go on like dry or like super, super matte. It's actually quite comfortable, and especially paired with a gloss, I think it's perfect. But the lip product that I have that is part of the collection is this gloss in the shade Luminoso, which is obviously very fitting based on the collection, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous pink, which I mean, I'm always here for. I love a good pink lip gloss. The official name of this is Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper. It does have a little bit of like a minty feel to it. It definitely doesn't hurt like your typical plumping lip gloss, but I can feel that it's plumping, which I really, really like. It has kind of a bigger doe foot, which I think makes application really nice. It feels so good, and you're covering a lot of surface area too. I'm just gonna take this and apply a little. I think it definitely helps like brighten everything up, but it doesn't come across as like too pink. All right, and here we are with the finished look. It's honestly, as I'm sure you guys realize, so simple. There's not a lot to it. I feel like all of these products are just so effortless. They make simple looks look really elevated and stunning and so luminous and glowy. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing them. Like I mentioned, I'll have everything linked down below, and let me know if you're interested in seeing any additional looks, especially with the palette, because I feel like there's a lot of different ideas and things that you can do with the eyeshadow. But I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for tuning back in, and until next time.